Spin the yard with me. Ha. Brooklyn, champion. This for all my niggas locked down, you heard? Check it out. Play humble for a minute, you bitches, but now I'm finished. Any incidentals, my niggas leaving you with the dentist. Flossing for these bitches, got most of you cat finish. On the hook for real, got you curled up like a stridip. I had to pivot the mission, cause I was tripping. Doing too much for niggas just to get attention. My self-esteem had me thinking the wrong dreams. July 31st, Mustafa was born, bitch, I'm a king. You lying king, you ain't never put in pain. Spun a yard, clapped a nigga for calling you out your name. Been in cuffs, roughed up, COs kicking your face. On a draft, full bags, maneuvering through the state. Kawasaki, Elmira, Marcy at mid-state. Rest in peace, Robert Brooks, we all feeling your pain. Never been on the dance floor, seeing your mama ache. Tears streaming down the pretty face, only the real relate. Spin the yard, nigga.
So now, presently, or I should say from when you came home up until now, what is your relationship like with your old cohorts?
My relationship?
Pt.2 Turk, Wayne, Birdman, Slim.
I mean, any relationship grows apart, you feel me? And I got a great relationship far as distance. I don't have anything against none of those guys. You feel me? If it's work involved and it involved me, I'm with it. It's not no resistance. You feel me?
Right.
I'm just doing me and they doing them.
Right.
And I feel like as you get older, bro, like people grow apart. I think the fans be expecting us to be together, do this and do that. But that ain't how real life is, you feel me? Based on, other than, people faking it like that. But I feel like everybody go through what they go through. And some people gonna be around for a reason, a season, a lifetime. You just got to understand, like, what's the purpose of people being around you, you feel me?
Yeah.
And don't be attached to nobody, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. I think what you're saying is true indeed, because I see a lot of people that are in the entertainment industry, right? They'll have a big homie that they came up under, right? In the music industry, that put them on, that put them in position, and then they have some type of fallout.
Yeah.
Right? Whoever was the decision maker or who was wrong or what, it doesn't matter. But that person presented you an opportunity. Regardless of what happened after the fact. Like, you can't shoot down the person that gave you an opportunity because y'all might not agree on some shit.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Now, we were just in the studio. We just had a crazy studio session.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Man, shout out to RFK, man, Robert F. Kennedy, Team Kennedy. I just love the unity, man, that we're forming, man. I'm in a state of mind of bringing things together that was not together. And to be a part of this movement with Team Kennedy, it's like, it make all the sense in the world, like, you feel me? Because as we get older, bro, like, you start seeing things in a different light. You know what I'm saying? And you stop pointing fingers at people and saying, you the reason, and you figure out solutions. You feel me? And solutions to every problem, bro, can be, mended. Like, you could come up with a solution if you're open-minded to it. You know what I'm saying? And to see RFK, the movement, when Angie reached out to me and was like,
shout out to Angie.
Shout out to Angie. She been solid since day one. I met her at a video shoot, and it been all good. So to see people on this campaign who I have once upon a time ran into at least once, even with yourself, what I'm saying? It's always good to have a relationship with people that's good, because you never know. It's a small world. If me and you would have got into it last time, bam, we ran into each other again. People got to understand that, it's always good to have great relationships, because you never know when you're going to have to unify with somebody. Probably be in the same space with somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Industry is very small.
Yeah, it's real small, man. It's real small, so.
But you and Drummer Boy, shout out to Drummer Boy.
Yeah.
Shout out to his other producer. What's his name? Cash.
Cash, yeah.
Shout out to Cash. Shout out to Jazzy Faye. Shout out to Lil Boosie.
Yep.
Y'all created a record together. The record's not done yet, but y'all spearheaded it.
Yeah.
Tell us about the record.
This record, man, I actually got the record, day before yesterday. And like I said, it all go back to relationships. Those people that I just named, I'm in tune, I'm in touch with them, and I see how they move. So when Angie sent me and say I got blah, 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 I say it's a no-brainer. Like, it's like some things, bro, relationships, like, will take you a long way. You know what I'm saying? And when I heard that Drummer Boy was producing the track, I'm already working with Drummer Boy. You know what I'm saying? I got this thing going on with AMS and Dreams and YNT, and we all tied in. We all know each other.
I love that shit, man.
It
we
just
don't do that
crazy.
shit in New York, man.
Yeah, it's just crazy, bro.
I love
like
that y'all do that shit down
everything is
here.
just tied in, bro. Like, and I feel like we just a perfect example of a mastermind group.
Right.
Like, it's no big I, no little U's. Like, everybody brings something to the table.
I noticed that when we was leaving the session, you was like, yo, Drummer, you need me for anything else?
Yeah.
You good? You straight? I be in sessions with cats, man, they be like, yeah, I'm out.
Nah.
That's it, it's over.
Nah. We genuinely, like, rocking with each other, bro, and understand the assignment. And this unity, like,
Right.
you feel me? Like, you just gotta be humble, bro. When you go through so much, man, and I feel like all of us have had our experience with dealing with industry people.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I agree.
The industry people is different from the people who are in the street.
Right.
You feel me?
And I've been through some shit.
And we who are in the street have been through something. People who are in the industry act like they've been through something.
Right.
That's why they act the way they act when they get like it get. We know how to adjust and adapt because we are creatures of
Adaptation.
our
Of our environment.
Exactly.
So enduring this type of conflict, due to drug use, committing whatever crime they allege, or whatever the case may be, you go to prison. Now, how much time did you do in prison?
I did 8 years, 8 months, 16 days.
And hours and minutes? No, I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah. And I had actually, man, a 22-year sentence altogether. But
They
state and the feds.
They what's the word? They use when they put concurrent, they ran everything concurrently.
Nah, it was actually consecutive. So I was doing 12 and I was doing a 10. 10 in the feds, 12 in the state. So that what made it 22 years.
God damn.
But my understanding was that I'd be serving my time at one time. So that's how I was able to give the rest of the time back, because on transcript it shows that the only reason I took this alpha plea in my best interest was based on what I believed it to be, and not
they
be
made you
admitting
believe it to be.
anything.
Right.
You feel me? But they try to hoodwink me, and by me having knowledge of the law, because I had studied it, they couldn't do that. It just was a process that I had to fight, and I won it. You know what I'm saying? Wound up giving them 12 years back, and I did 8 years, 8 months, 16 days on a 10. You feel me?
Yeah.
Time served.
Congratulations on that, because a lot of brothers and sisters that's gonna read this issue and hear your words and see your words are gonna understand the power of doing your homework.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? A lot of times we go in there, I did 4 bids, and every bid I never really stopped to go to the law library and figure out what it is that's a hole in the matrix.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And you did that, so congratulations to you for that. During your bid, what were some of the successes and the pitfalls?
During my bid, man, just being able to find myself, man, and rehabilitate, kick my drug addiction,
How were you, now just go into that a little bit, how were you able to kick your drug addiction, being that you've been in and out of prison and you couldn't before? What made this different?
Being locked up for as long as I was.
Okay.
Having all those years over my head, I had to humble myself. are you gonna do 22 years? So when you faced with that, man, it's like, man, I gotta get this shit together. You feel me? So it wasn't like I ain't have nothing on me to make me wanna just, you know what, I'm about to get it together. And I just felt like if I make that change, I was gonna be blessed to get out of my situation. You feel me? So the motivation was there, but at the same time, I also wanted to leave that shit alone and be like, man, you know, fuck that, because this have cost me so much in my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I could have been a whole lot further in life if it wasn't for this. So just being able to get rid of that, man, it was a great thing. You feel me?
I be knowing. You know, it's funny. An older gentleman I was incarcerated with that had life told me like, yo, you know, God arrests you, right, to rescue you, right? So he said it's arrest.
Yeah.
Right? You take the words and you separate them. You know what I mean? Because when we out in the town and we drinking, drugging, running the streets, doing what we doing, we are not sleeping. We ain't sitting down and thinking about the consequences, none of that. So when you sit down and you're in a space where you to yourself and you can really understand the depth of what you've done or were accused of, you start making better decisions. You know what I'm saying? And you came home in 2012, right? And you have not been back. You've been sober.
Yeah.
And you've just been elevating.
Yeah.
Right? At this point, what's your motivation?
My family, man. You feel me? I got my kids.
How many kids you got?
I got 3.
Nice.
And just knowing that, man, when I got locked up the last time, my son was 2 years old and I came home. You know, he was 12. That shit that motivates you, man. Like, man, them kids don't ask to come in this world. So I feel like it's selfish on any grown man or woman to not take an accountability and be responsible for life that they have brought into this world. You know, it's our responsibility. So if you like me, you feel me, you gonna hold yourself accountable. You know what I'm saying? For what you do and what you don't do. And that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Spin the yard, nigga.